Welcome to the Welsh and Bosshart podcast, where we talk about nothing and everything at the same time. I'm Cameron Bosshart.
And I'm Andrew Welsh.
And welcome to episode 3. It's been a long damn time since...
The official episode 3.
Yeah. Quick story time. So, the reason why... There's two reasons why it took forever for this episode to come out. The first reason is because... we're dealing with personal stuff in our lives, so that kind of put a halt on recording. Yep. Secondly, earlier this week, we tried to record episode 3, but something, like usual, has to go wrong. And the best way I can say it is that when we were recording, instead of the audio being recorded through our microphones, it instead recorded the B-roll, which was the internal mic of the laptop. So
which is El Strango.
Yeah, you can imagine how shit that sounds like.
Yeah,
cheap internal laptop microphone.
You don't even have to imagine. I have a video or a few videos up on my gaming channel that sounds like that, but it was worse than that apparently.
Oh no, I need to show you later. Like, it's bad. No, you need to listen with headphones on. It's one thing it's one thing to listen through a speaker, but when it's all up in your ears, you're just like, oh god, I can.
When it's all up and close, personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're here now. Hopefully this works. I really, really, really hope this works.
As do I.
Yeah, I don't want to lose 2 recordings in a row.
That would suck a major time.
Yeah, that would make me really sad. That would make my pee-pee sad.
No happy pee-pee.
No happy pee-pee for me. Anyways, Andrew, what's been up with you, boy? It's been a total of 3 days since we talked. I know probably not a lot has happened.
I think I told you everything in the car.
Well, fuck me.
Let's see. I started using a new, well, it's not new, but it's new to me, 3D modeling software, and
The fuck is that?
I don't know.
Was that fireworks? Were those
around here? I wouldn't doubt it.
No. I remember the other night at my house. I'm sorry to interrupt your story, by the way.
It's all good.
We'll get back to it in a second.
Yep.
At my house, I heard fireworks in the middle of the night too. I was like, "What the fuck?" At first, I thought someone was getting shot. If I'm being completely honest with you. But
with where you live, yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
I don't live in the ghetto, but I'm
right beside it would be more.
I'm like a couple steps up from the ghetto. If I go a few more flights of stairs down, I'm in the ghetto.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, there was fucking fireworks going on the other night for no reason. Why would fireworks be going on this time of year? It's the beginning of October. What's happening?
I have no clue, honestly.
Whatever. Anyways, you're a 3D maker, whatever.
Oh, yes. Okay. XYZ modeling. I think that's what it's called. It's XYZ something. But, so it's a 3D software that I've tried to use recently. I downloaded it, I think, 2 nights ago, and I've been just playing around with it. For the first time, I actually tried to make something. I spent 4 hours working on a model. Just the head of a hammer. Yeah. Now, I haven't even gotten to the handle of the hammer, but just the head of the hammer.
Just the head?
Yes. That's what I said.
Could you say it was just the tip?
I mean, technically, but...
Before you got to the shaft?
Yes.
The shaft of the hammer?
Yes, the shaft of the hammer. My big hammer.
You sick, dirty-minded fucks.
Why you gotta call our viewers out like that, man?
What, all, 4 of them?
Yes. So I worked on this thing for 4.5 hours, and I was just trying to, cut a piece in half, because there's a split option. So I selected the thing I wanted to split, and then I tried to split it once, and it didn't work, and I tried to split it again, and then my pencil slipped and only split half of the shape, which it really doesn't like. So I had to restart the software, and I lost 4 hours worth of work.
Let's all take a moment of silence for Andrew's lost progress.
All right, moment over. Let's go on.
Fuck you, dude.
It's my work. Why?
I was taking a moment because it was sad, man. That work we'll never see that work again. I never saw it to begin with.
Yeah. I haven't even. I mean, I'm just messing around with it, but still, I gotta do it again, which sucks. But whatever.
So, Andrew.
Yes.
It's October.
It is.
'Tis the season to be spooky, man.
Uh-huh.
I'm really feeling it this year. Usually, I'm feeling the Halloween vibes this year already. Because, I don't know if I told you, but, like, the past couple days I've been going on really long walks, just after work and stuff, just to feel, like, the nice, brisk autumn
air.
Yeah, the brisk autumn air, the nice colors, just the overall feeling of the Halloween season. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
And I'm celebrating by watching a shit ton of new horror movies. Oh, yeah!
Beautiful.
Not new, but new to me, like you say.
Yes.
Which, by the way, guess what's coming to theaters soon, my boy?
Why don't you tell us?
Zombieland 2 Double Tap. We have to see that shit, bro, when it comes out.
And we will both review it for you when we watch it.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to do a 5-minute review because Lord knows we're going to talk a bit more. I think that's just going to be like a
review podcast.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, I wouldn't mind that, like an hour review, if we have enough to talk about.
I don't know if I can do an hour review, but
we'll just have, it will be a main point of discussion.
Yeah.
It won't be replacing the 5-minute review, because that's kind of its own thing. But
yes.
How you and I like talk about comic books on the show, like
yes.
It'll be that, but with a movie, a new movie.
Yes.
Which, speaking of new movies, tomorrow, actually, me and my buddy Michael, he doesn't mind being called out on the podcast. What's up, cool. Mikey?
How's it going, bro?
Yeah, we're going to see the new Joker movie.
That should be fun.
Oh, man, I'm so excited.
While you guys are doing that, I'm going to be committing a crime in D&D.
Oh, I thought this story was going to go much differently.
The opposite direction?
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I'm really, really excited for... Can you stop popping your fucking knuckles? Oh my god!
I can't help it, man.
Oh my god, you sick bitch. I'm really excited for...
Feels good, though.
I'm really excited for the Walking Phoenix Joker. Speaking of comic books and all that fun shit, what's your take on doing a new version of the Joker's backstory?
I haven't... I mean, I've read a few of the stuff that Joker's been in, but
I just remember that you're not super into the Batman comics themselves.
Well, if it's like Batman: The Darkest Nights, like where it was the Man Who Laughed shit. And the Drowned and all those, you know.
Yeah, the Red Death and
yes, those guys.
The Grim Knight. Yeah. Okay.
The Murder Machine.
Yeah, I forgot, like, when it comes to the actual comic books, you're not super into Batman. Well,
yeah.
But you like watch the movies and cartoon and such, though, right?
Yeah. I have to say, and I know this is a very unpopular opinion.
Oh, boy.
My favorite Joker next to the Dark Knight Rises Joker
it's just the Dark Knight. Dark Knight Rises is Bane.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
anyways.
the Dark Knight.
Yeah,
It has to be the what was it? Jay Leto?
Oh, I remember you and I talking about this.
Yes.
Not a lot of people like Jared Leto's
I thought it was
Joker.
Pretty cool. It's a new take on him. At least I felt like it was a new take on him because it was like bring him into the new century.
Michael's going to be very unhappy with you.
Well, Michael going to go suck a cock.
Oh, man.
Oh, I meant to do this before every podcast. We swear in this podcast. If you don't like that, please
quit being a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, why? Okay. Explain yourself. I'm not saying like, how dare you like Jared Leto's Joker? Like you told me a while ago, but I want to hear it said now it's being recorded.
Yeah. I don't know. He was interesting. He wasn't kill everyone and, you know, just bloodshed. He was the trickster Joker, more like.
he was more of a prankster,
Yes,
a
very
clown.
Yep. Rather than just a serial murderer. Although, if I'm going comics wise, I can hear the reverb on that. By the way, the echo.
I'm turning it down, you bitch.
If I go comics wise, I think the White Knight Joker was my favorite.
I do like the White Knight story. Really, anyone looking to read a really nice one-off story, Batman story with the Joker, read the White Knight. It's really interesting. It flips the switch, making Joker the good guy and Batman the bad guy. Or so is it? You'll have to read and find out. It's a really cool story.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite that I've got to see.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to disagree with you though about the Jared Leto Joker stuff. I don't really see him as the prankster. To me, the prankster Joker is best exemplified in Jack Nicholson's Joker in Batman 1989.
Yeah.
That to me,
I don't think I've seen that. So
to me, that's the true prankster Joker. I think the best of both worlds in terms of madness and goofiness is, like most people, the animated Joker or even the Arkham games Joker. Like, that's a really good Joker.
Gotcha.
Both voiced by Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Which, in my opinion, is the perfect Joker voice.
Yes, it is.
Who knew
I think it's hilarious that he
Luke
plays
Skywalker.
Yeah, one of the only good parts he's ever played in his acting career.
He's like, in his young life, he was known as the hero, like the hero of like actors.
Yeah.
But like, if you look at all of his voice acting work, it's all villains.
Yeah.
Except for like Skips from regular show.
Uh-huh.
Who's just there. But yeah, he plays Joker. He actually plays what's his name? The Flash villain who's kind of a worse Joker. The Trickster?
Yeah, the Trickster.
Yeah, he plays a Trickster in the cartoon and in the live action show. He plays the older Trickster.
Cool.
Which is a really cool reference. And he plays a Candy Beard from Codename Kids Next Door.
Really?
Yeah, he plays Candy Beard. It's super funny.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and he also, I believe, plays Hobgoblin in the 90s Spider-Man cartoon.
That sounds correct. Yeah.
I really wish he played the Green Goblin. That would have been so cool if he played the greatest Batman and the greatest Spider-Man villain. Like, that would be so fucking dope.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, well, one could wish.
Yes.
Hobgoblin's close enough. I like Hobgoblin.
Yep.
What were we talking about? Oh, yeah, Jared Leto. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I don't despise Jared Leto's Joker. It just didn't leave a huge impact on me. Like, that's kind of how I feel about it. It just didn't leave an impression on me. And
I think that's one of the good things about him. It didn't leave an impression.
What are you talking about?
He wasn't meant to be a main character of that movie. He was supposed to be a side character, and that's what he was.
He should have been the main villain. I'm sorry, but the real main villain of Suicide Squad? Yeah, Suicide Squad, that villain sucked.
Yeah.
That villain was shitty. It was just it's the villain from The Mummy. Exactly the same.
Don't remember The Mummy. I watched it. I haven't.
You know, I think Suicide Squad actually came out. I'm talking about the Tom Cruise one in 2017. I don't
think I watched that one.
I think Suicide Squad actually came out before, so maybe the Mummies were... Whatever.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, I'm not a huge fan of the villain from Suicide Squad, and I really wish it was the Joker, because who knows, maybe if he had more screen time, he would have been more interesting. Like, that's my problem, is that, like, you can tell Jared Leto's putting his heart and soul into this character, but first of all, I don't think he has very good lines. I don't think he's written very well, whoever was the writer for his dialogue.
Yeah.
And he's in the movie so sparingly that...
I think he's a good actor. He just wasn't given the correct lines.
Yeah. I haven't seen him in anything else acting-wise, but I told you this the other day. It really depresses me that whenever people, at least people I know, hear the name Jared Leto, they think, oh, the shitty Joker. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I fucking love Jared Leto. I don't know him as an actor really, but I love his music. He's the lead singer of 30 Seconds to Mars.
Yes.
I fucking love him. I love his music so much. And when you see his like live performances, he's like the second coming. like just the way how he acts, how he moves, how he emotionally moves a crowd, and it's just like, oh my god, this man is amazing.
I love it. Oh, it's so good. Yeah.
I'm sorry to fanboy a little bit. I like Jared Leto's music. It's awesome, and he seems like a pretty cool guy in person. I saw him on a clip of Ellen, and like he seems pretty fucking cool. Like,
yeah.
Too bad. For a while, at least, he was known as the shitty Joker.
Yeah.
Oh god. What? Have you seen any trailer to the new Walking Phoenix Joker?
No.
It looks really sick. Even the trailer alone.
It looks old timey to me.
Yes. Apparently, it's heavily inspired by two old Robert De Niro movies, Taxi Driver and Raging Bull. Both classics that I've never seen. I really need to see the... No, not Raging Bull, sorry. It's Raging Bull's where he's a boxer, my bad. It's Taxi Driver and King of Comedy.
Huh.
To the point where Robert De Niro actually plays a character that's very similar to his character from King of Comedy. So I think it's like a spiritual successor to those movies.
Yeah.
I think that's why it has more of an old-timey feel, and it might take place in the 80s, I believe, or 90s.
That makes sense.
Because it is an origin story. So
yeah,
it's crazy, the DC movies that are coming out now, and I think they killed the Justice League Justice League cinematic universe.
Yeah.
I think the last one to come out was Aquaman, and I think they're just like, yeah, fuck it, we're done with this.
Well, Aquaman, I actually haven't seen Aquaman, but I've been told it's pretty good.
I fucking love Aquaman the movie, and you
mostly
know me.
by you.
Yeah, you know me. I don't like Aquaman actually in the comics at all. I'm one of those people that's like, he's just a dumb fucking fish guy.
Well, you're thinking of the comics back when it was like the 90s and 80s, right?
Yes, I've read, but okay, here's the problem. I've read one modern comic of him, because a fan of Aquaman actually showed me the comic and was like, hey, read this. I read it and I was like, this is fucking bullshit, because all the comic was Aquaman. Literally, it's this. It's Aquaman explaining to the press that his powers aren't stupid. And I was like, this is fucking dumb. The only real thing I like about the Aquaman comics is I like Black Manta a lot, and I like Aqualad from Young Justice.
Yeah, he's I think one of the coolest Aqua people to come from that.
But in terms of Aquaman himself, I forgot his alter ego. Okay, name one thing about Aquaman's alter ego, personality wise.
What do you mean by our alter ego?
Like his non-superhero persona.
He's a king. He's the king of Atlantis.
Yes.
He has a son that was killed.
What about his personality?
I haven't read any of the comics. I can only tell you what I've seen, but I haven't read any of the comics.
What I'm trying to get as far as what I've seen, he has no fucking personality. He's a boring piece of drifting plywood on a river.
Yeah. Well,
no pun intended. But the movie, oh my god, the movie was fucking dope. And keep in mind, I saw this right after I saw Avengers Endgame, and I thought Endgame was amazing, but I had more fun watching Aquaman, and because of that, I think I would rewatch Aquaman way more than Endgame. And Endgame.
Speaking of Endgame,
yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. I'll actually let you finish.
Yeah, bitch. I fucking love the Aquaman movie, and I really hope there's a sequel to it because of just how it is. I won't gripe on this anymore.
Okay.
But the point I was getting at is that I think they're no longer doing those movies as a series because of the backlash the first couple movies got, and the fact that Ben Affleck's no longer the Batman.
Yeah.
I think that was the final nail in the coffin for that series. Unfortunately, because I love the Justice League, and you do too. So
yes,
that sucks. I didn't even see the Justice League movie. I think I saw like 10 minutes. I'm like, wow, this looks like shit.
Yeah.
More of the effects. The effects looked like refried garbage.
Yes.
I don't know why there was such a long pause there. I was trying to think of something funnier than garbage, but I couldn't. Because I'm not that funny. I'm not the king of comedy.
Yes.
Haha. Calling it back. What were you going to say about whatever?
So I've rented Endgame, and my renting ends in 30 days or 72 hours after I start watching it. I've tried to start watching it on YouTube because, YouTube and Google Play are connected. So I rented it on Google Play, and so I could try to watch it on my smart TV. And YouTube won't let me watch it on my smart TV.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
He just keeps saying,
Why
error.
Why does technology hate you? Why does
don't know.
Technology hates you, bro.
Honestly.
It's the start. Skynet's gonna take over the world. You're gonna be the
already taking over the world.
Oh god.
The only thing YouTube wants me to watch is Markiplier right now.
That's the only videos.
And music stuff.
Huh.
I went through and watched the entirety of music videos from Panic at the Disco.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Those were so cool.
I'm not a huge Panic at the Disco fan. I just never got into their stuff.
Yeah.
I've been super into Nine Inch Nails lately, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you said, in the failed...
the failed recording.
Yes, failed recording.
I'm just going to call it the fail recording.
Okay.
It was just a fucking fail. And I think it was a good episode. And the fact that it's lost, I'm just like, well, fuck me.
Yeah. What's it called? Emperor's New Clothes music video from Panic at the Disco inspired me to create another race for the world that we were creating with
which one?
With the Cobalt, the world.
Oh fuck.
Kingdom Moonstones.
Which one? Okay.
Yeah, I just realized I'm like
there's two.
There's two of them where we have the name Cobalt as the main character.
Yeah. For everyone listening, Andrew and I are such big fucking nerds that we're actually we constantly share ideas back and forth with stories and world ideas that we have in our heads of potential books, movies, and stuff like that. We do that all the time, so that's what we're talking about right now.
Yep.
Yeah. And it gave you an inspiration for a new race?
Yes.
Said?
So, in the Emperor's New Clothes, the music video, basically what happens is Brendan Urie, or the person he's playing, gets sent down to hell, and he becomes a demon.
Yeah.
So that gave me the idea of creating a race where it's humans have died and their souls were terrible. Like, they were terrible people. So they went down to hell and made a deal with, quote unquote, the fallen one, or the one below. And they came back as a chosen race, or like their physical features are chosen by him, but they come back as demons. And that sparked another race, which is people who have been led to the path of enlightenment, basically become angels, and then choose, instead of staying in eternal, amazingness, they choose to come back to Earth as celestial beings. And that sparked a few other ones.
So they're reverse Lucifers. Because
yes.
Lucifer's a fallen angel that became a demon. That became the demon.
Mm-hmm.
So these are demons that rise up and become angels.
These are humans.
Humans that went to hell and became angels.
Okay, so the first one...
Yeah?
Humans go to hell and make a deal with the devil so that they can come back to life, but they come back to life as demons. The second one, humans who lived such good and pure lives that they ascended and chose to come back to Earth as celestial beings.
So that's essentially certain depictions of angels and demons.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a straight up race.
Okay. Real quick. I noticed something a common theme between you and I whenever we share stories back and forth, even back as far as sophomore year in high school when we were in a creative writing class together.
Yeah.
When it comes to writing fantasy, you and I really love angels and demons.
Yeah.
Which
I think it's because they're like all-powerful beings. We know what humans are.
Yeah, I think...
But all-powerful beings ascending or descending to Earth.
But there are other fantasy races that are all-powerful beings. I think it's more... For me, I think it's what they represent because...
Our upbringings, basically.
Yeah, because they're the extremes of humanity. Demons are all about chaos and shit like that. Well, in my head, at least, how I interpret it, angels are all about order. Not necessarily good and evil, which, yeah, it's an easy way to get across good and evil, but in the stories I've written, they're both bad. Like, angels and demons are both shitheads. But I always saw...
Also in Good Omens, as of what you've seen from...
they're all
from
shit.
the first episode.
Yeah, they're all shitheads.
Yes.
But in Good Omens, the angels are kind of like the office coworkers that you really fucking don't want to talk to, but talk to anyways. While the demons are when you're walking back from home and they're the homeless crack addict that won't stop talking to you.
Yeah.
But how I always saw demons whenever I write them into fantasy stories is demons being this the idea of pure chaos and angels being the idea of pure order, and humans kind of being somewhere in the middle. And I've always liked that concept. So, and also demons are fucking cool. Like,
yes,
you can do anything with a demon. Horns, teeth, fucking monstrous forms, like human-esque, but still kind of fucked up looking. Like, you can do so much with demons. Angels are kind of one note, unfortunately.
Well,
they could be.
Biblically,
yes.
Angels took on human forms so that we wouldn't be scared and or killed by the sight of them.
Fair enough.
They're actually glowing balls of flame.
Did not know this.
Yeah.
But there is one thing that makes angels look really unique, and that's Bayonetta. Those games make angels look fucking freaky.
Yeah.
But really unique. Like, I'll need to show you some of the designs, but when you see them, you're like, that reminds me of shit. Like, certain designs, you're like, I've seen that face at, like, my old religious grandmother's house. And now it's a monster. That is epic.
Interesting.
Like, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about when I show you some later.
Yeah.
But why did we start talking about angels and demons?
Because I brought on the races from watching Panic at the Disco.
And then you talk about Panic at the Disco because YouTube won't let you watch anything other than Markiplier and Panic at the Disco.
No.
Because
Panic at the Disco only. It's only Markiplier and songs.
Okay. But you got on that because YouTube wouldn't let you watch Endgame. And we were talking about Endgame because I mentioned I watched Aquaman after I watched Endgame, and we were talking about Aquaman because we were talking about DC because we were talking about Joker, which I'm going to see tomorrow.
There you go.
Bam!
That's our rabbit hole.
That is the show in this show in a nutshell.
Yeah? No, that's just any conversation with Jalise ever.
Yeah. Should I keep her name in?
Yeah, why not? There's tons of Jalises in the world.
Is there? I've only known one Jalise in my whole life.
Well, I've known many, so...
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, there
honestly, not even you and her. Like, that's any conversation between you and I as well.
Any conversation with me.
Certain people I have those type of conversations with where we'll just be talking about one thing, and then like 2 hours later we'll be somewhere completely different. It's like, oh, how did we get here? I don't know. So, that being said, sorry to anyone listening. Like, if you were interested in like one thing we were saying and then like we didn't finish it because we were talking about something else. Sorry.
If you're watching this on the YouTube front, please feel free to leave a comment and tell us what you would like to hear. Not that necessarily we're going to, follow what you want to hear, but it would be nice to know what you want to hear.
Or just or just go in the comments like, why the fuck didn't you finish that fucking conversation, you fuck?
Honestly.
Because right now, at least everyone watching are people we know.
Yeah.
So I won't take offense if anyone says that. If it's someone I don't know, I'll be like, fuck you, scrub. I won't do that.
Yeah.
Mm.
But, yeah, I would love to hear your guys' opinions on what we're talking about, because this is currently just a conversation between us.
Yep. Just a long-winded conversation.
Yep. Which can go many places.
Yeah. Just like a movie review.
Welcome to the 5-minute review, where we have 5 minutes to review something. Cameron, tell us what you're reviewing today.
Released in 1987. Directed by Sam Raimi. In spirit of Halloween, I am reviewing Evil Dead 2.
Ooh.
I have not seen the first one or Army of Darkness, but I'm reviewing 2 because I saw that recently, and fuck it.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know the plot of Evil Dead 2, it's about a young couple that visits a cabin in the woods and come across the Necronomicon, aka the Book of the Dead, that unleashes demonic entities known as the Deadites onto our world, and shit hits the goddamn fan from there. That is the most bare bones basic plot any horror movie in the 80s could ever have.
Yep.
But my god, it is the best Cabin in the Woods movie ever. Maybe except for Cabin in the Woods, the movie, but whatever. I'll review that someday, probably.
Eventually.
But oh my god, this is a trip of insanity that never, ever ends. It's an extremely basic plot, but Sam Raimi does everything with this idea. And it helps that it's both horror and comedy.
Yeah.
But it's not like most, to where it leans more on the comedy side with horror elements. It's a true trade-off between horror and comedy, like a very nice middle ground.
Sweet.
And one of my few problems with the movie is that it has a really rushed beginning, because I think it's actually supposed to be a recap or redo of the first movie, all in like the first 10 minutes.
Huh.
But so you don't actually need to watch Evil Dead 1, I think, to enjoy it, because I never watched the first one, and I just went straight to 2, and I loved it. But yeah, just be aware that the first 10 minutes are really awkwardly paced, I think. But from there, it just gets better and better and better and better and better and better and better. And if there is some deeper meaning to the story, I don't know it. I don't give a shit. This movie is just fun for a horror movie fan. And in terms of characters, fuck everyone else in this movie. It's all about Ash goddamn Williams. Played by Bruce Campbell, this is one of the best protagonists in a horror movie ever. It combines the traditional macho hero with a total screw-up, making for a real fun protagonist. And oh my god, to show you how good Bruce Campbell kills it, most of the movie actually is just Bruce Campbell playing Ash Williams, working off of props and special effects, and that's like half the movie, where it's kind of just him, and he does it so well, so goddamn well. You really believe this guy's going batshit insane, but in the best way possible.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, let's talk about those special effects. Ingeniously creepy and hilarious. Even when some of the effects aren't super convincing, they're so creatively bizarre, it just works. And I honestly think this was done on purpose. Whenever some of the effects in the movie don't look the best, like they come off as really funny. And I'm running out of time, so I need to hurry the fuck up. So, checking through my shit. Okay, let's talk about the horror elements, and let's talk about the comedy elements. The horror really works because even though it's loud and in your face and just an attack on the senses, it really builds up the silent moments where it builds this tension, builds and builds and builds. And when you get that jump scare, yes, it's a jump scare, but it's almost... The jump scares have this crazy good comedic timing to them that makes them fucking both really like jarring, but also you're kind of like, what the fuck is that? It's so great, and it's not like this is all done on. It's not like this is all on accident, because this was meant to be goofy. So like it's goofy on purpose. It feels like it was intentionally bad, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all I can say about this movie is that it is still the golden standard of horror comedy. And I have no like nostalgia behind this movie. I just recently saw it, but it's definitely a high recommendation for me. It's not for everyone. It's a cult classic for a reason. But if you love horror, if you love horror comedy especially, if you just love, or you just want to see something new, something unique, even though it is one of the most popular horror comedy movies, if you haven't seen it, I say give it a watch.
All right. There's the 5-minute review. Thank you.
I left out a lot of shit that I wrote down because I spent too long in the beginning. Fuck me. I looked over at the time and I saw 1:45 and I'm like, I'm only like half a page in. Fuck me.
Yeah.
I don't read off a script. I just kind of have like stuff organized in notes. Like I have notes on special effects, notes on characters, notes on the cinematography, which I didn't even get to. The cinematography's fucking amazing in the movie. It's Sam Raimi. But my review's over. Just go watch the fucking movie. 'Tis the season to watch a fun horror movie.
'Tis the season to go watch a fucking movie.
It's always the season to watch a fucking movie.
Well, I was bringing that back to just go watch a fucking movie. 'Tis the season to go watch a fucking movie. You fucking bitches.
You fucking bitches. Oh, man. You know what? I just realized that's the perfect way to describe Halloween.
Oh?
Shit. Because why do people enjoy Halloween?
Because they could get spooky and because they can dress up.
I think there's something more to... Why do people that don't even dress up like Halloween?
I just said so I can get spooky.
What does that mean? God. Oh, God, I have hiccups like mad.
It is. I said what I said, and I meant what I said.
I agree with you, but I'm going to get a bit more crazy on you. I think people treat it as a great time to get out of their comfort zone.
Yeah.
To watch a movie they probably wouldn't otherwise watch. To decorate your house in spooky, scary shit that you wouldn't otherwise do. To just get out of your comfort zone, because I think that's definitely why I enjoy horror movies and just horror in general. Because I like being put out of my comfort zone every once in a while. Like, I think it's good to do that.
I can hear that. Can you hear that?
It's a helicopter, bro.
You mean an airplane?
That's a helicopter.
Okay, well, it's going to sound awesome on the recording, I think. Yeah. If I could hear it through these headphones that I have on right now listening to myself, which is incredibly egotistic.
Egotistical.
Whatever. I bet it's going to show up on the recording.
Yeah. Well, I forgot my point I was going to make on Halloween. I love this time of year. Yes, I'm biased, I know, because I was born around this time of year, but...
You were born on Halloween.
Okay. Yeah, I was born on Halloween Day. But honestly, as a kid, I did not like Halloween as much as I do now.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because I've kind of embraced my love of horror. Like, I've always had an interest in horror.
Yeah.
But I was always a whiny... I was a scared little bitch when I was younger, when I was a kid. Like, even...
like I am now.
Yeah. But, like, even going into Halloween stores with, like, the zombie decorations, like, it kind of creeped me out. Like, oh, this is weird. But, like... I don't know, like, I've always had an interest in horror, though, but, like, now recently, I've completely embraced my love of horror. So I think that's why I really, really like Halloween now.
Yeah.
And why I'm really excited for it this year. And, I need to do something. I need to throw, like, a Halloween party. I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, I think it's been at least 3 years.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
Was the last one back when... I think it was when I was still in Federal Way.
Yes, and, you were still living... Yeah, we were both still living in Federal Way.
And was it when I broke open the pumpkin or
No.
before then?
That was a couple years before. That
After
was when our good old buddy, I'll just call him the F man. You know who I'm talking about?
The big one or the black one?
The F man. Who begins with F? You fucking moron.
Fire truck? I don't fucking know. I can't remember.
I'm just gonna cut this part out. It's moron.
Okay, why would of all people come to my memory?
The F
I haven't
man.
seen him.
The F man.
The F man can be anyone.
No. Why would someone? Oh, fuck this argument. Anyways, that's when. Anyways,
You're totally an instigator.
You fucker. Anyways, that's when the F man was still living in Federal Way. Actually, when you when this man, the same.
That was back in middle school then.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jeez.
This man, around the same time where you lifted 300 pounds, punched a pumpkin until it was goop. It was awesome. Because what we were all doing, it was a pumpkin smashing contest, and everyone had a baseball bat and just went to town on it.
Yeah.
But you, Andrew, were just like, nah, man. Just went up with your fist and just fucking decked the shit out of it until it was pumpkin pie.
Well, I think I remember the feeling more than the actual memory itself.
Oh, yeah?
It was more watching you guys was like charging me up on adrenaline.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel the pain until like
Way later.
hours afterwards.
You're trying to play Smash Bros. And your hands are like,
Yeah, exactly. Was it the time before when I got really good at Smash Bros. After we went to the what was it? The Laser Quest and got secondhand high?
Andrew, first of all, you and I were never good at Smash Brothers.
No, that one year.
Oh, you were just talking about one day?
Yeah, the 1 year that it was your party, we couldn't go to...
That might have been sophomore year, I think.
Okay.
No, freshman year. I think
right.
that's when... Because Smash Bros. Came out in 2014.
Okay.
So I think that was freshman year of high school.
All right, because I remember specifically that I got really, really good just that one night. Or everyone else simultaneously got really bad.
It's because we went to laser tag and a bunch of people were smoking pot, and I think we all got a contact high from it, and you gained power from it.
Yeah.
While we all just
that was the
really
dankest
dumb.
weed. I can remember that clear as day. That was the dankest weed ever. I went to go pee, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, you came out, and we're all just like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. So.
I'm desensitized to pot, honestly. I've known so many people in my life that have smoked weed, and I've just become... I don't even recognize, like, a weed smell anymore. Like, I'll recognize it, but I won't just... I used to hate the smell. Now I've just gotten used to it.
Yeah. I'm so sorry for keep yawning.
And I'm so sorry that I have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, buddy.
Okie dokie, I'm pausing.
You don't want to try to keep it going yourself?
Are you kidding me?
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I can.
No, you don't have to.
I can do the skits that we were doing in the car.
Oh, God. Do whatever you want. I'll keep it in or not. I'll be back.
Alright, I'm just going to keep it running then. How are you doing, all you fine people? Let me tell you something that Cameron doesn't know. You know what? I'm not going to tell you that because I don't know what Cameron doesn't know. Because that's how knowledge works. I'm a painter now. Well, I mean, I've painted before, but I'm a painter of figures. Of D&D figures. At least the ones that I've gotten right now. I would love to create my own figures, which was one of the things I was trying to do with my 3D software before, it reset 4 hours of work, which is one of the suckiest things to ever happen to me. And oh my gosh, I'm speaking a lot more than I thought I was going to be able to. So that's really cool. How are you guys doing? Leave it in the comments. Leave a like. I don't mean to be YouTuber on you or anything, but yeah, there you go. You know what? How about I tell you about my recent life? So, I have been going to school recently. It's the fall quarter of the college I'm going to, and for some reason they keep scheduling me at work at the same exact time that I need to be in class. So I had to leave class early last time, and therefore got a what's it called? A tardy. And that's what happened recently, which sucked. And you, Cameron, you'll hear about this later.
Sorry, I had to take a wicked whiz of the West.
Cool.
Oh my god. You actually kept it going?
The best I could with the limited amount of brain energy that I have right now.
I'll
Mental
decide if I
energy.
keep it in or not. If I find it hilarious, I'll keep it in.
Cool.
In one way or another. Excuse me.
So yeah. What were we talking about?
I don't. What the fuck were we talking about? You said I'm sorry for yawning, and I said I'm sorry I needed to take a pee. What did we say before that?
I don't remember.
Well, fuck us, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, how does my voice sound to you guys? Is it deeper than normal?
Is it?
I don't know. I think I'm getting sick, but I don't know.
Oh, if you're getting sick, dude, stay the fuck away from me, bro.
Come
Everyone
here.
around me is getting sick. I heard my roommate cough the other day, and I was like, motherfucker. And then everyone at my work is getting sick. You're getting sick. I'm gonna die.
You're a carrier, brother. That's what it is. You're a carrier. You're carrying the sickness around with you, not actually getting sick yourself.
I was like sick for like 2 days, and
Cool.
yeah, and that was it. Usually, I probably did like give a bunch of people some shit. Now I think about it, I'm like,
You're getting us sick, brother.
I'll be the reason why a zombie apocalypse happens. I'll just spread the disease.
Yeah.
It won't even affect me, because that's the thing. When I get sick, it doesn't last too long, which I'm really glad for.
I'm the direct opposite.
Oh yeah, it hits you like a truck. Whenever
It hits me like a slow-moving train.
Yeah, any sickness that will like get people, that will like fuck people over for a week will only affect me for like a day or two. It will affect you for like a month.
Yeah. Yeah, the entire month of March last, what was it, the junior year?
Yeah, junior year.
Yeah, back in junior year, I got sick for an entire month because it wasn't the same sickness, but the sickness kept changing.
Could you say you were down with the sickness?
Yes.
Do it with me, brother.
Ooh, ah!
Thank you, Andrew. All right. And thank you all for listening this far in. We rambled about a lot of
Multiple things.
Yeah, we rambled about nothing and everything at the same time.
There you go.
Yep. I'm Cameron Bosshart.
And I'm Andrew Welsh.
And thank you for watching. Good
Have a
night.
nice night.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.